And without anything further, we are going to have McKenna and Aiden to introduce.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. And welcome to our play, Hats. Monsieur.
Oui, merci. Hats, a traditional folktale by Marilyn Davidson and Karen Amberson Mazur. Once upon a time, in a country far away, there lived a peddler. This peddler was famous far and wide for selling beautiful hats, which he made himself. The hats came in all the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, and were made of the finest materials. Each year, everyone looked forward to the first day of the fair. On that day and that day only, the peddler would pile all the hats that he had made into his basket. He would put his basket on top of his elephant, and they would make the journey to the village where he would sell his hats. As he began his journey, he decided to sing a song to let everyone know he was coming to sell his hats. Traveled a long time. The sun got higher and higher and higher in the sky, and the peddler and the elephant were very hot and tired.
Elephant, you and I are very hot and tired. Let's have a rest by this tree.
And so the peddler and the elephant went over to the tree. The peddler took all the hats that he had made throughout the year out of the basket and spread them out on the ground, just in case a customer should happen to come by. The peddler looked at all the beautiful colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And then the peddler went next to the elephant, and they both fell asleep. As the peddler and the elephant were sleeping, some little birds came along, and they liked the hat so much, they decided to sing a little song to help them sleep. sun got lower and lower and lower in the sky, and soon the sun had set. What the peddler and elephant did not know was that a large family of very mischievous monkeys lived in this tree. Now these monkeys, like all monkeys, would do anything they saw anyone else doing. And they looked down at the peddler with his hat. Oh, they wished they could have a hat. The monkeys had an idea. If they could just go quietly, they could get a hat. So each of them went quietly down out of the tree. They each picked up a hat and went so quietly back into the tree that unbelievably they did not wake the peddler or the elephant. When the peddler and the elephant woke up, they had a big surprise.
No hats in sight. No hats in sight. No hats in sight. No hats in sight. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe. But no hats in sight. But no hats in sight. No red hats. No red hats. No orange hats. No orange hats. No yellow hats. No yellow hats. No green hats. No green hats. No blue hats. No blue hats. No indigo hats. No indigo hats. No violet hats. No violet hats. What shall I do? 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 What shall I do?
And when the peddler looked up into the tree, this is what he saw. The peddler was angry at the monkeys, and he shook his fist and said,
You nine monkeys, give me back my hat! You nine monkeys, give me back my hat!
when they mimicked him, he became more angry and shook both fists.
You nine monkeys, give me back my hat! You nine monkeys, give me back my hat!
He was very angry. And as the peddler was jumping up and down and shaking his fist, two wise old women came along.
Why are you jumping up and down and shaking your fist? It's not too hot to be jumping around. I am a hat maker. All year I've been making hats. Well, if it's like the one that you have on, they're beautiful. But why does that make you so mad? Look up at the tree and you will see.
And when the wise women looked in the tree, they couldn't help but laugh at those silly monkeys. And the peddler said,
How could you laugh? My church will have no food if I don't sell these hats. You can get your hats back. We know a lot about monkeys. Haven't you heard of monkey see, monkey do? No. Monkey see, monkey do. Monkeys do the same as you. Monkey see, monkey do. Monkeys do the
And so the wise women stepped towards the tree, and they began scratching their arms. Of course, the monkeys also did that. Then the wise women began rubbing their legs, and naturally, the monkeys did that. And finally, the wise women took the hats off their head and gently tossed them on the ground. And the monkeys did the same thing. The peddler was so happy.
Thank you. You really do know a lot about monkeys. Please take one of my hats. One of the gifts for me.
And so the wise women picked up their own hats, and they each took one of the hats that the peddler had made. And then they turned to the peddler and said,
Thank you and goodbye.
The peddler took the rest of the hats that he had made and piled them into his basket, and then he put the basket on his elephant, and he traveled to the village, where he did indeed sell all of his hats. Story of hats. 1, 2, 3.
The end.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming. Grade 1. We need to give the audience a big hand because they have very busy schedules, and yet they came to see us. So big hand for our audience today. Thank you. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the entire cast of